Your story is astounding. I got to tell you, I'm always pretty curious and interested in the ambitions of a founder. And I'm curious, where did this ambition to continue to innovate come from? Because I think I guess maybe when I think a little bit existentially, like you start saying like, well, where does it end? When do you actually feel like we've hit the ceiling? But with founders and entrepreneurs, there is none. There's just constant innovation. Is that accurate?
I think most founders are just kind of crazy people, right? In some sense, they're it's a combination of craziness and stubbornness, right? And they don't have that kind of switch in their head that holds them back, and that's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this, or maybe this is not a sound idea. Because if it was rational, then the big companies would already be doing it. So I think most founders have some wire loose in their brain in some way, where they're just like obsessed about something, and you kind of have to be working on something for such a sustained period of time to be constantly thinking about something.
Do you experience burnout? Do you feel like you kind of burn the candles at both sides sometimes? And what do you do to come back and kind of rejuvenate yourself?
Yeah, I think as a founder, you encounter obstacles and challenges like all the time. A good quote is like, being an entrepreneur is like chewing glass and staring into the abyss. The thing is, it's sort of, if you care about something enough, you don't really care that much about your emotional state, because your mission and stuff drives you more than that. Burnout is an example of like just a temporary emotional state. If you really care about something more than that, then you find a way to power through that burnout, because that's the journey of an entrepreneur. It's a roller coaster. The next day, something really awesome might happen, right? And then you no longer feel like that anymore, but it's just about getting you through those lulls.
That reminds me of something that the late, great Kobe Bryant said one time. Essentially, he said, imagine if you're at home and you have a torn quad, all of a sudden your house is on fire, and let's say your kids are upstairs. He's like, I'm willing to bet that you'd find a way upstairs to get your kids and run out of the house.
For sure,
He's
yeah.
like, that's essentially what it's like when you meet
Something greater
adversity.
overrides that. And it's not that founders or these great superstars, not that they don't feel pain. I think they do. I mean, it's not that they don't, have emotions and burnout and stuff. It's just that something else is more important to them than those things.